Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey. I want to thank you for joining me for this video cast. We look at the world around us and we see a problem with our young that is not only disheartening, it's frightening. I mean, we see young people who will go in with weapons and slaughter other young people in schools. We see hatred, we see crime, we see gang violence, we see just basic violence within families against each other. We see so much negative happening within our young people, and we shake our heads and say, what is happening to our society? How did this happen? Well, I can tell you how it happened. I can tell you where the fault lies, and it lies with you. That's right, with all of us. You see, it is up to adults to teach children. Now, yes, I'm not saying that any bad behavior in a child reflects back and says, oh, these were bad parents. I've known many times, I've known great, good, caring, loving parents who've raised their kids in solid homes based in faith, who loved their children and listened to them and had good relationships and had wonderful results from that in their kids' lives, all except one who falls off the deep end, becomes a drug addict or becomes a criminal, or something happens in their life and you say, how did this happen? I did my best to be a good parent. Well, it comes down to the fact that we all ultimately make our own choices in life, and that includes for our children. But what about the others? What about the ones who do avoid the drugs, the gang violence, the negative things that are in life? How does that affect them? You see, we look at the negative and we're overwhelmed by it. But the fact is, there are far more good kids than there are bad kids. You'll find that always to be true. Studies have proven it over and over again. Far more kids end up making, from good homes, make good decisions. There are kids who've grown up in negative homes, who've had abusive or addictive parents, who have gone through some of the most horrible experiences of life, who end up to be some of the most wonderful people. There are others who've learned all of that negative behavior and they just carry on the family tradition. You know, I remember Hank Williams Jr. when he had his song about his dad, and that's what he called it, the family tradition. The heavy drinking, the bad behavior, it's just family tradition. Well, that's not how we're to look at it. You see, we are responsible for teaching our young. Whether they're yours or somebody else's, we influence the young. Don't ever use that excuse that I'm not responsible for what other people think and do, that I'm not a role model, I can just do whatever I want. And if they follow bad behavior, that's their problem. Well, that's not true. Because not only are you affecting younger people with your bad behavior, you destroy society as a whole. We are responsible for ourselves. Your actions, your behavior are your responsibility. And you have to take that responsibility seriously. We all have to understand what we do, what we say, how we behave affects other people. We think that, okay, once I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want. I'm not bound by the rules that we have of something as simple as saying please and thank you that we try to teach our kids. As an adult, we don't worry about it. We just demand things that are around us. To, teaching our kids and enforcing the fact that they don't use drugs when we're going to do it when we're older. You see, our behavior never is ours to abuse. It is ours to be responsible for. As an adult, you don't have this so-called greater freedom. As an adult, you have a greater responsibility. And it's time we, as adults, take that responsibility seriously. Know that everything you do, whether publicly or privately, affects the whole. That we can look at the deterioration of our society, you can shake your head, you can blame whoever you want, but the bottom line is, it's your responsibility. It is how you contribute to the society around you that is going to make the difference. Not what everybody else does, it's us. You see, we have to bring that down. I can't control the rest of the world. I can't control how other people behave. I'm not responsible for them, and I cannot control what they do. But I can control what I do. I can control my behavior, my language, my attitudes, my work ethic. I can control all of those things. And if I keep them under control, then I am keeping the world better by not adding one more scoundrel to the pack. You see, we're all going to influence each other. If each of us are responsible for us, then we don't have to worry about everybody else because we are everybody else. So if we do what is right, then we're going to get the right result in the end. Understand, young people are so influenced by what you say and do. Whether they see it publicly or privately, doesn't matter. Young people are influenced by what you do. The better person you are, the better person you'll help them be. Contribute to the whole by making yourself your very best. Love God, have good manners, discover the unknown, and by all means, change your world. Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey again. I want to thank you for spending time watching the video cast. I do hope that these add value to you, that they encourage you, that they give you principles and information that you can use in your everyday life. That's our purpose for being here. The Growth Center was designed and created in order to help you to become the very best that you were created to be, to fulfill all of those dreams and desires that you've had to accomplish your goals and your dreams. Now, I also want to encourage you to get other material besides this video cast, which, by the way, if right below here, you're going to see a little button that's called subscribe. I do hope that you subscribe to this video cast so that regularly when we put these up, you'll be notified and you can watch them. But I also want you to go over to the website, which is at www.johnpatrickhickey.com. There you're going to find books and other materials to help you to grow and to continue to pursue those goals. Again, that's www.johnpatrickhickey.com. And thank you again for joining us.